This unit will explore the next two stages of USA Weightlifting's athlete development model, the Learn to Compete and the Compete to Win stages. If you remember from previous units, we reinforced the need to develop fundamental skills, the value of sampling multiple sports, and developing strong training skills before moving into frequent and/or intense competition.
Pushing children into competition too soon, without building the appropriate physical and mental foundation, usually results in physical and mental burnout and dropout. Following the guidelines in these units will help avoid that.
Remember that not everyone who chooses weightlifting as his or her primary sport will choose to engage in intense competition at a national or international level. They may choose to participate for recreational, social, fitness, and/or other reasons. In that sense, not everyone who you coach will automatically move into these two stages. But if they do, there are important elements to consider.
The Learn to Compete stage involves males between the ages of 16 years of age to their early 20s and females between 15 years of age and their early 20s. The focus at this stage is on training primarily for the purpose of competing. Adolescents and young adults in this age group are virtually fully developed mentally and physically. Therefore, your coaching programs should optimize physical and mental training through well-structured, periodized programs, with the objective of performing weightlifting skills under competition conditions. Physical training programs should involve state-of-the-art training and recovery programs designed within the context of multiple, for example double and even triple periodization, and systematic monitoring and testing.
Mentally and emotionally, athletes in this stage are ready for advanced goal setting, more accurate self-analysis, and personal accountability and responsibility for their own behaviors and actions. As such, your role as a coach may change to be more of a partner coach and/or mentor coach versus the teacher coach role that was more dominant in the earlier stages. At this stage and the next stage, your role is often to guide and advise more than prescriptively direct every single activity. Athletes should be training up to 4 or 5 times per week between 1 to 2 hours per session. This will equate up to 500 to 600 hours per year of weightlifting training. Since this stage involves a stronger emphasis on competition, you can and should introduce more competition into your athlete's yearly training plan. Training to competition ratios are still approximately 40% training and 60% competition and competition-related training. As such, athletes can plan to include 5 to 6 competitions per year, but obviously not all major competitions that require peaking. At this level, athletes usually target junior and senior national championships and possibly even some low-level international competitions.
The next stage is called the Compete to Win stage for athletes older than 23 years of age, and as the name suggests, this is specifically designed to optimize training and competition for the purpose of peak performance. Again, as we said at the beginning of this unit, not everyone automatically progresses to this stage. Physically and mentally, there are no real differences between this stage and the previous 2 stages. The differentiation is on the focus on specific performance outcomes.
For athletes at this level, we suggest a training to competition ratio of approximately 25 to 75. 25% of time is general training and conditioning, and 75% of time is devoted to competition and/or specific competition-related activity. At this level, weightlifters typically train 6 to 7 sessions per week and sometimes more depending on the periodization, and often twice per day. This means that athletes accumulate between 600 to 900 hours of training per year. Since the focus is on optimal performance in competition, it is not uncommon to see the total number of competitions decrease per year. Fewer competitions, around 3 to 5 major competitions per year, with better results.